Hello to all truth seekers around the world. I wish to share with you an experience that I had today. Coming here to the cemetery nearby to film a video that at the moment I was thinking ahead of. I was thinking of how that video will be like, what I will talk about in that video, planning ahead that I'm going in the cemetery for everyone to see the stones around me and the environment in which people have died, to talk about changes. As I was talking to myself and saying, what better place to talk about changes but the cemetery, life and death, and etc. And as I was coming here to the cemetery, I didn't know in what place I'm gonna go to film the video. And I was inspired to, instead of looking at what place looks best or more suited for this video that I thought that I was gonna film, to let myself be inspired instead and look within myself, check with my feeling, and allow the energy of the intuition to guide me to that place. So I did exactly that. I went into the present moment. I went inside of myself. I listened to my heart, and my heart was inspiring me to every step of the way towards a place that I didn't know where that was. And I went step by step. I followed it. I didn't look ahead. I just stayed inside of myself, looking down. I just walked and walked, and after about 3 minutes, 5 minutes, I ended up to be in the place that I love most in this cemetery, in the favorite tree that I have, in the place that I feel better, I feel at peace, I resonate with. So I didn't have to plan ahead. All I needed to do was to look within myself and to let myself be inspired in the now as to where to go, what step to take next. And with this experience, of course, the universe teaching me a lesson, reminding me the truth, bringing me back to center, to reality. From this, I took the decision, of course, to speak about this and to speak about not looking ahead, instead of trying to plan ahead, instead of trying to think and plan and structure how we're going to get from 10 years from now to a particular place, or to have a particular experience or particular thing or relationship, or us to be in a particular way, to focus instead in the present moment, to focus instead inside of ourselves, here and now, and let ourselves be inspired as to what step to take now, because we don't know what's going to happen in 5 minutes, we don't know what's going to happen in a year, in 10 years. So in letting go of that and focusing on the now and what we are feeling to do now, what we are feeling that we want to, and inspires happiness to us, by doing that we are setting ourselves free, and we are paving the way for beautiful memories, for beautiful experiences, for beautiful places. Letting go of destination, letting go of where I think I need to be, and letting go of the structure that we think that's going to take us there, we are setting ourselves free. Because life is not a structure. Life is free. And life is inspired through us in the present moment. And by listening to our intuition, to our inner guidance, and taking the step that we are inspired to take now, after we complete this step, we will be inspired as to what will be the next step. Because life is not predictable. Life is inspiring. Life is free. Changes are happening constantly, and we cannot base our happiness or our freedom on the outside world, or an experience, on a thing, on a destination, on a goal, but in the present moment. And what am I inspired to do now for what I feel that is good for me? A lot of times we do things, and when we are not offered, or we are not going through the experience that we want, we are disappointed, not seeing that the universe wants to show us a different message, what we actually need, what our soul needs in that moment. For example, my brother sharing with me one of his experiences yesterday, that he went fishing, that he felt really relaxed, really at ease, really in peace, but that he didn't catch any fish. And this is a great way to see how we go somewhere thinking that we go in there to fish, because of the fish in this case, and the universe, our soul, offers us something that we actually need in that moment, which is, in this case, relaxation, peace, calmness, because that's how we feel the essence of who we are. That's how we can be inspired more. That's how we find solutions to everything. A lot of the times we place our happiness, in this case, in the fish, thinking that catching the fish will bring us happiness, will bring us peace, will bring us relaxation and content with ourselves and our life. Fish can be a car, the fish can be a house, the fish can be a relationship, the fish can be a place, anything materially. But by being open to what the universe is trying to speak to us, by listening to the messages that are loud and clear, we are being open to life the way is inspired to us to live it, not the way we think it should be, not the way we plan it that it should be like. You see, when you have peace, relaxation, happiness in this present moment, and taking the step that you are inspired now, focusing, letting that inspiration inspire you, and taking that step that you are inspired, you are freeing yourself of expectations. You are freeing yourself of stress, of disappointment, and all the feelings that we get, anger, sadness, all the feelings that we get when we put our happiness someplace else in the future. Happiness is inside of us now. And if we sit in this present moment and what we are feeling is not happiness, is not freedom, and you are aware of those emotions, feelings of, let's say, uncomfortability, that is good. Becoming aware of what we are feeling inside is key towards creating a different reality, towards freeing ourselves from what we don't want to live anymore and living freely from spirit inspired by universe and in balance with it. If you are staying with yourself now and you're feeling certain uncomfortability, look at it and ask yourself, why do I feel this uncomfortability? Why do I feel sad? Why do I feel lonely? Why do I feel angry? Where is this anger coming from? Is it me? Is it who I am? Or is it an emotion? Is it a feeling? Are you the feeling? Or are you the stillness behind the feeling, behind the emotion, behind that state? Work with that. Work with what you are feeling. If you are feeling sad, depressed, trying to escape that feeling through an outside experience like sex, drugs, alcohols, you name it, food, any kind of activity or experience. When you try to get your happiness, your calmness, your peace from that, you are only increasing your sadness. You are increasing your stress, your anger within yourself. Because what you need is not to escape it, but to look at it, to work through it. Because your happiness is through that sadness, through that anger, through those feelings that are uncomfortable, not outside. Looking outside, you will only perpetuate the same feeling because your action would not stem, be rooted in I am happy now, I feel free now, and the action that I'm inspired to take comes from freedom, from happiness, because I feel happy. If the action comes from I feel sad now, I feel miserable, I feel angry, and I'm doing this because I had enough of this feeling and I want to drink so I can numb myself, or I want to take drugs so I can numb myself, or anything else, that will only increase the pain. The next day, that's why, let's say you take drugs, you drink alcohol, that's why the next day you are feeling worse than before, because guess what? Those feelings are still there. But this time they are stronger than before. Why? Because you acted from them trying to escape them, but because your soul, your consciousness is trying to free you, it's pushing them out even stronger so you can see them and tell you, and so you can get the message. Don't run away from them, face them. You are inside here. Your happiness and freedom is inside here, through those emotions, through working with them, not outside there. Work with that. Work with reality. Accept what you are feeling. Don't avoid what you are feeling. Be with yourself. Understand yourself. Understand what you are feeling, your emotions. Looking for others to understand you, to love you, to make you happy, will again increase that sadness, that misery that you're feeling, that loneliness, and all those emotions that you maybe do not want in your life anymore. If you want them, that's absolutely fine. It's down to you. It's your choice. It is always your choice. You run away from them, you perpetuate them, you increase them, or you face them. You express them, you remove them, you free yourself, and then you create from your freedom, from your happiness, from your unique way of being. not from what others told you that you are, not from what the environment in which you were born programmed you and told you that you are, you can be, you need to be. Work through that, remove that, and find yourself. That is what I wanted to share with you. Don't let the outside change you. Don't let the outside mold you. Don't let the outside tell you who you are, who you can be, and who you cannot be. You have all the power within yourself. You decide what you want to do with your life. If you feel like you want to smoke, smoke. If you feel that you want to drink, drink. If you feel that you want to do whatever you feel in that moment, you do it because that's what you feel it. That's your free will. That's your choice. No one can tell you, no, that is wrong for you, no, that is bad for you. You know that certain things are bad for you, but you're doing them anyway because it's your choice. And by doing them, in the same time, you are responsible for the consequences. You are responsible for what is happening to your body. And by, let's say, in some cases, let's say your bodies can suffer changes. Let's say that your body gets a liver disease because of the alcohol. And by you going through that experience, you realize that yes, look, this what I've experienced drinking is hurting my body, and I don't want to have this anymore. I don't want to go through this anymore. You cure that disease by stopping drinking. You change your ways, you change your life situation, you do things that are better for you, that are good for you, that you feel that helps you. And then you speak with people from your own experience and tell them that yes, I experienced that, I went through that, and what I was doing was not good for me. I was avoiding what I was feeling through alcohol. I was avoiding my emotions. Now I am facing them. Now I decide to look within myself and to see what is good for me and what is not good, to clear what is not good, what I feel that is not good, and to stay and increase what I feel that resonates with my greatest good. And by you talking from your experience with other people, others that will go maybe to the same situation and are doing what you have done, they will be inspired to do the same. But if you would drink and others would tell you stop drinking because that is bad for you, and you do it for them, you're only harming yourself because maybe you need to go through that experience because you want to and it's your choice, because you maybe will transcend it later on, you will heal it, and you will teach and inspire others to do the same. Have the experience that you want. It is your right. It is your choice. You have the choice. No one else can choose for you. You are a free being. Make the choices. Make the mistakes. The mistakes only meaning I do this, I see where it leads me, I see that I don't want that in my life, I am applying things differently, I'm learning what I experienced to this, and I move on with my life. Mistakes don't mean something bad. You learn, you integrate things, you change your life situation, you discover what is good for you by going through those mistakes. The mistakes are good for you. Do mistakes. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Face them. Yes, I did this. I realized that it was wrong, and now I'm going to do things differently because now I know. I experienced it. But if you deprive yourself of your experience, you're not going to learn. If you don't look at your mistakes, you're not going to learn. If you don't take responsibility for what you are going through, you're not going to learn. You're not going to change your ways. You're not going to grow from that. Look at your actions, not on what other people are doing and why they are doing what they're doing. They should stop doing that. They should stop doing that. That is bad for them. That is good for them. Your life is here. You are here. You are here. Look at your own life. Look at your own mistakes. Look at how you treat yourself, how you treat others. It's easy to say, oh, they are blaming me for that. They are treating me like that. They are doing that to me. I'm a victim. This is happening to me. How are you treating yourself? Are you attentive with yourself? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you taking care of your body? Are you taking care of your life? Are you responsible for your life, for your mistakes? Are you listening to yourself, to what you want to do, to what you are inspired to do, or you are ignoring your feeling and doing against it? It's always down to you. By listening to your intuition, you are freeing yourself. That is the way. That is the path. If you are feeling something but doing something else, you are entrapping yourself. You are entrapping yourself. You are creating suffering onto yourself. And you are attracting those experiences that may feel that they harm you. But every experience that feels that harms you, what harms is not you, but the structure that you have created around you, or that you have created around you. Yes. Those changes trigger in you emotions and show you. Go inside there. Don't give up one superficial thing for another, one shape for another. Use what is being changed and the feelings that are being triggered inside, so you can go and dive within that feeling, because within that feeling and that sea of emotions is where you are, where your freedom lies. That is where your truth lies. Be free if you want it. It is always down to you, and no one can decide for you but yourself. No one can do your work but yourself. If you choose to fool yourself, fool yourself. It is your choice, and at the same time, become aware that you are in the same time responsible for the repercussions of your choices, for where those choices take you. You listen to what you are feeling, or you don't. Either way, it's good. It's your choice. You have the choice. You have the key. No one else. Don't wait for others to free you. That will never happen. You are responsible for your life. Be happy. Do things that you feel that are inspired from within you. Be in places where you feel more connected with yourself, in nature, in the seaside, the mountains, anywhere you feel balanced, at ease, because that is the place where you can connect deeper with your core, with who you are. That is the place where you can be inspired. Be with people that allow you to be free, that do not try to change you or tell you what is right and wrong for you. People that accept you for who you are. But first, of course, accept them for who they are. Because if you try to change them and they try to do the same to you, you can't blame them, because you are only attracting what you are like. Allow yourself to be free. Work with your feelings. through your emotions, work with your intuition, free yourself, discover yourself, understand yourself by listening to yourself, and you will attract people that understand themselves, that are on the same journey, and that will help you. Be free. At your core, you are free already. But to discover that, you need to dive into what you are feeling that is stopping you from being you. And what is stopping you from being you is not the outside, is the inside. The cover that is around you. Those emotions that are uncomfortable. Face them. Face the truth. The truth will always set you free from anything and everything that is not true, that is not real, and that maybe you do not want in your life anymore. If you want it, experience it. It is your right. If you don't, face the truth. Work with truth. And you will have inspired discoveries. Walk the path of truth or walk the path of lies, of denial. Either way, it's your choice. It's not good, it's not bad, it's a choice. And it's down to you. You are responsible for your life and for your choices. This is what I wanted to share with all of you. I wish you well always. I wish you light, truth, love. Ground yourself in nature. Be with yourself. Talk to yourself. Listen to yourself. Talking to yourself is not a sign of madness. Talking to yourself is a sign of intelligence. If you're not listening to yourself, then who else? If what you are speaking, what you are inspired to do is not important, then what else is important? Outside? What the outside is telling you to do? If that's what you want, again, yes. But what we feel is more important. What we feel is always for the greatest good, for our greatest good. And if we want that for ourselves, we walk on that path. If we don't want that for ourselves, we walk on the path of denial. And we always try to look for peace, freedom, love, happiness outside. Live freely. You are here to be free, to be yourself, your true self. Discover yourself, get to know yourself, to understand yourself. I send you love and light. And may truth be with you. Be inspired and act from now, from here.